fresh air smells so good, fam. How y'all doing, fam? So, fam, today is officially the first day of Mercury retrograde, I believe. And I don't know about y'all, but what you've witnessed, but ever since yesterday, Monday wasn't even like that. But yesterday, the streets was just like wacky. Like, I don't know what's going on. Technology is already acting stupid. So, y'all know what Mercury retrograde, look at that. See, that's a part of it right there. Y'all know what Mercury retrograde brings. So be careful out there, fam. Be careful. So, fam, in this video today, I want to share 3 reasons why you lose friends and are alone during during your spiritual awakening journey. Okay, and I think somebody coming. Yeah, they coming. So, fam, the first reason why, is my phone even recording? Oh, because you know. Yeah, it's recording. The first reason that I'm going to list as the first sign, oh, jeez. Oh, okay. The first reason why you lose friends and are alone during your spiritual awakening journey is because isolation and solitude is essential for your spiritual growth. It's essential. Now, your ego, you may want attention. Your ego craves having attention, being involved, being in part of stuff. But your soul actually really craves isolation. That's that funny sounding bird I heard. What is that? So your soul actually craves isolation and solitude. Am I going to be able to focus or not? You may feel alone, right? You go through these periods of really feeling alone on this journey, but that's actually a part of it. I know it doesn't seem like anything is happening when you're feeling like that, but it is. The solitude and the isolation, you may not know it, but it really helps you to discover who you are. Like, it really helps you to tap into who you are and learn yourself, know yourself. So it's very important to, like, that alone. And it may feel uncomfortable now, but believe me, listen, it's going to get to the point where you actually enjoy it, like you actually need it. Because what happens is, when you are alone, you get to recharge. You really get to recharge. Many of us, as you know, we are empathic. We are like, people really drain us. And we get used to, like, running on a half full battery. We get used to that. But once you actually really take the time to be alone, away from people, away from, different connections, different places, and spend time alone, you actually really recharge. Your battery gets full. You actually learn, like, self-love comes, like, really takes over. So it's very important and very essential to your spiritual growth to actually be alone. So in that time of feeling, alone and, like nobody understands you and all that, that's just a part of it. There's something really magical happening when you're feeling like that. You are becoming spiritually strong. Okay, you're really learning yourself. You're learning who you really are, and you're healing. And it's really important to be alone. And it's okay. It's all right. That feeling, that very alone and sad feel, that will go away. You will actually start to really embrace and enjoy your solitude. You really will. Now, number 2, the second reason why you lose friends and are alone on your spiritual awakening journey is because some people actually need to be removed from your life before they block your blessings. Sometimes that don't sound very nice, does it? But it's true. In some ways, you may even subconsciously know it and walk right into an uncomfortable situation just so that you can protect yourself, right? You could reconnect with someone because you're bored or whatever, right? And then they turn out to do something ridiculous, cross you or whatever, and then you learn who they are and you remove them. That, in most cases, that's for your protection. You got to imagine what kind of damage they could possibly do if they came along after you have already accomplished a lot, manifested different things in your life. They can actually cause a lot more damage at that point, right? So sometimes, before you even get there, subconsciously you will know. The higher self, sometimes, this is how it works. And you will think you're reconnecting just to, no big deal, isn't it? And it's really just so that you can know who people are and get them out the way before your blessings come in. Or better yet, before they block any other blessings that could come your way. And unfortunately, that's just how it goes. The ancestors are going by. So fam, yeah, that's number 2. Some people need to be removed from your life before your blessings come in. You ain't supposed to take everybody with you. Everybody ain't supposed to go with you. Now, I know your own nice self. You just be like, oh, it's no big deal. And you just want to take people with you. But who told you that the higher powers want you to take them with you? Who told you that they wanted them to get any blessings through you? So sometimes people are allowed, to do these things to you so that you can know and that you can remove them, so that you can continue to evolve and grow without, those type of problems later on. And the third reason why you lose friends and are alone during your journey is because you have evolved. It's just as simple as that. You have outgrown some connections and some people, and some people might try to make you feel guilty about that. Don't allow people to do that, fam. Yeah, they'll say something like, oh, they think they all that, and they used to do this, and they used to be doing that, and they used to go here. Yeah, they'll do that. They'll do that. Let them say what they will say, fam. Just because they don't evolve, they don't grow, and they remain the same person that they've always been, doesn't mean that that has to be your path in life, right? Just because they are the same person they were 20 years ago, don't mean you have to be that same person, right? Not all of us remain the same. It is what it is. You have evolved, right? We grow. And if you don't grow, you got to go. Y'all like that, didn't you? You don't grow, you got to go. Because some of us grow and evolve, and some, maybe they just evolve and grow later, or they just won't, and it is what it is. Don't allow nobody to make you feel guilty because of the fact that you are not even interested in having some of the same conversations you used to have. That's a part of your evolution, fam. And sometimes you just outgrow certain things. Not all of us are meant to just stay the same, throughout this life journey. Now, what I will say, fam, though, is once you manifest the things that you want in your life, you get the blessings rolling in and stuff like that, please do not let your ego sabotage things for you, okay? Don't sabotage yourself and start behaving like some of these folks out here, right? Because you know how some people out here think. Just please don't think like that. There's a lot of people who, they don't want you to succeed because they want to feel above you, right? There's people who actually think that their money, their material possessions, and their popularity, they think that that adds value to who they are as a person. They think that makes them better than other people. They think it makes them above other people, and people are beneath them because of material things and popularity. Please don't think like that, fam. Your money and your possessions and all that stuff, your popularity, your fame, none of that stuff makes you a good person, makes you a valuable person to the planet or even to other people's life. Doesn't make you a blessing, doesn't make you a great catch, none of that. Do you know what a person's money and material things and possessions make them? Do you know what that makes them? Somebody with money and material possessions. That's it. Okay? That's it. That's it, fam. You know what makes you a valuable person? A person worthy of being in someone's life? How you treat people? The kindness and love you show to others? What you do for people with what you have? Lifting other people up, allowing other people to shine, wanting other people to succeed? That makes you a valuable person. And I know people, got people that make them think that they're special because of the things that they have. But at the end of the fam, when this life cycle is over, remember this. You ain't taking none of that shit with you. Your popularity ain't going with you, because I don't think the higher powers, is impressed by your things, okay? And your attention, right? You're not taking none of these things with you, none of your trinkets, because that's all it is, because we as humans, we're the ones who give value to all of these things, right? But you ain't taking none of that with you when this life is over. You know what you are taking with you, though? Your soul. Uh-oh. That's what you're taking with you, fam. Your soul is going with you. I hope you're proud of what you've been feeding your soul, because that's what's going with you. And fam, nobody's perfect. I mean, we know we've probably been involved with things that ain't the best for us, done things that ain't the greatest. Yeah, I get that, right? But just make sure that one of the things that can't be said about you is that you mistreat people, right? Or that you think you're above others because of what you have, like, just make sure that is not what's said about you, right? None of your stuff make you special, fam. None of it will make you special. Trust me, it won't. I know there's people that'll make you think that. People will make you think that your material things and your popularity and your money, they'll make you think that that's what makes you special. But those are people who are just a part of the sick society that we live in, right? So to have a bunch of followers who are impressed by your things surrounding you and clawing to get at you, that ain't no flex. That's not a flex. Connecting with strong minds, now you're on to something. So don't fall into the trap, fam. That ego, inflated ego will get you nowhere, fam. I forgot who I was. It was a reader I was listening to. There's That Tarot. I love her. She was saying how your ego is good for entertainment. It's good for the stage. But it don't belong in relationships. It don't belong there. when it comes down to love and connections. Right, fam? Let me just say the symptoms. So before I end, I know last week I was talking about the right eye twitching and the third eye pressure. I'm now getting that same symptom. I'm thinking maybe it's the retrograde. Is that what's causing it? Even though it started last week, because I think the retrograde, that energy, it comes before the day even really hits. But I've been having that white light moving along the bottom eyelid. It's like a white twinkle that goes across my eye. And I remember, I think that happened at a period of time last year. And I'm having high-pitched ringing in my right ear, too. So, yeah. Somebody let me know if you've heard anything new. I don't know if it's upgrades, downloads, whatever you want to call it, or if it's just the planets, the retrograde. I don't know. Yeah, but that's been happening since last week. And let me just share something sweet with y'all. So when my girls had first started riding bikes a couple years ago, riding their bike to school, I would catch them, like on the way home, I would, I leave work in enough time to catch them on their way home on their bikes. And I used to have just the worst thoughts. As you know, mothers, we do that sometimes. We just think horrible things for no reason. And I would just have these terrible thoughts. I would just be like, stop thinking that, and that they're fine. Nothing's going to happen to them, right? And one of those days when I was thinking that, my daughter came home with a feather. And then, I think I see a crane back there. Oh, hey, fam. There's two of them. So, she came home with a feather. I mean, when I picked her up, she had a feather, and I was like, okay, that's just like, it's a white feather. It was a sign that, to me, that they're protected, right? And so now my middle one, she's now started middle school, and she had to go catch the bus, and I'm just like, once again, having these thoughts. It's so funny. When I was a kid, our parents didn't give a damn. We was everywhere, but times have changed. But I was just having these thoughts again of something bad happening to my child. And once again, she came home with this one. Just magical. She's like, I don't kind of feather. And I don't be telling them the thoughts I have, but it's just almost like the universe be speaking to me through them sometimes. So I just thought I'd share that. I thought that was sweet. So fam, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time. Peace and blessings.